think it says a lot about your consistency that you've had so many of them?
Yeah.
How do you get mentally prepared to play at 9 degrees?
I mean, it's football, at the end of the day. Play in whatever conditions um, that come that day. Um, just gotta just gotta go out there, and just ball, play football. I mean, the weather doesn't. It's a non-factor really.
If there's 40, 50, 60 mile per hour winds and it's 9 degrees, what does that do to potential for passing game?
Obviously the weather does affect the passing game, especially the wind. That's a huge thing. Um, but there are things you could do to kind of mitigate that. That's where strategy comes into play.
Have you been told you'll need to get that core muscle injury taken care of at the end of the
Say it again. Say it again.
the injury you had, which they say is a hip, but you've said it's core muscle type.
All right.
Will you need some kind of procedure after the season?
I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Is it still bothering you a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
Amari, when you have a quarterback like Deshaun and you have to stay alive on the scramble drills and he's outside of the pocket doing all the stuff that he does, is that something that you really enjoy, knowing that at any minute some kind of a wow play can happen?
Yeah, it's something that I think most receivers enjoy. It just gives you an extra opportunity to make a play as opposed to when you might have a quarterback that's not as mobile. The play probably would result in a sack, but somebody like Deshaun, he can escape when the defensive line does a good job and still be able to make a play.
So does it give you an opportunity to use some different talents and skills in terms of just, cutting and the moves that you can make on DBs and stuff like that?
No, I mean, it still requires the same talent and skill. I mean, you're still trying to lose the DB because they're taught to plaster when a quarterback gets out of the pocket. So you're still trying to get away from them, I guess, just in a different way. Yeah.
Deshaun said last week that he thinks the sky's the limit for him and Kevin working together. What do you like about Deshaun in Kevin's system?
I mean, he's still himself. You know what I mean? I think it doesn't matter what system he plays in. I mean, he's still going to do a lot of the same things. And then he's also brought over some stuff that he liked when he was at Houston, So I think that tandem, is good. They work good together. They communicate a lot. And it's not just Deshaun and Kevin's system. It's Kevin saying, hey, what's some of the stuff that you like? So.
Amari, it seems like Deshaun does a pretty good job of communicating with you guys on what he wants, what he's looking for. Do you feel that way, and has that kind of helped speed things along a little bit here?
Yeah, I mean he's always communicating with us about how he sees things, and he asks us how we see things. Just really just trying to get on the same page, so that when it comes to game day, we just go out there and do our thing.
You played with Andy a couple of years ago in Dalton and Dallas.
Oh yeah.
What do you remember about that year with him?
I mean, it was cool. Andy is a cool dude, man. We weren't very good that year. I think it was the year Dak got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Andy came in. He started a lot of games. Yeah, I think he did well.
Deshaun the other day was talking about, when you look at Patrick Mahomes doing lookers and all those cool kinds of things, it seems like Deshaun's just starting to heat up. Are you looking forward to some of those highlight reel passes that are about to come?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like you said, we all could feel that. He's starting to heat up. He's getting better with every game, every rep he takes. And similarly to Mahomes, he was making those plays. So I'm sure he's excited, and we're all excited for him to make those type of plays here.
And how lucky are you to land, with a quarterback like that? Because if you guys stay together over the next how many ever years, this could really take you to new heights in your career too, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, the relationship between quarterback and receiver is huge. I mean, every receiver wants to have a great quarterback like Deshaun, throwing him the ball. So, Yeah, I mean, the quarterback really matters to me for sure. So, yeah, it's a good thing.
Do you ever, you know, you're up into that stratosphere now. If you get 1,000 this year and you've already got 4 Pro Bowls, do you think about the Hall of Fame?
I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
It's not a goal that you have set for yourself early on in your
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure every player who's ever dreamed of being in the NFL has set that goal, but you know, you got to be where your feet are.
As Donovan has grown this season and become, had a kind of a breakout. Have you noticed as the season's gone on, defenses changing how much they're focusing on you, and because of they have to worry about him as well?
Yeah, it's a very typical thing, you know. When you having success on offense, and a team is focusing on one receiver, because there's always like 2 or 3 receivers on the field at any given time, unless you're in like trio or something. Most of the time, it's like 2 or 3 receivers on the field. I've seen it a lot when my defenses are focusing on me, and then other guys start coming alive, and then they have to change that. And so that's the great thing about having special players everywhere on the offense.
Nick Chubb yesterday was asked about kind of Deshaun getting comfortable, and he said it's more about us getting to his level. Do you feel that? Do you feel like kind of Deshaun raising the level of everybody around him?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we specifically have to practice things because of the talents that Deshaun has. We emphasize the scramble drill and stuff like that, just because we know how elusive he is and how when everything breaks down as far as the pocket, we have to be in the right place for him. You know what I mean? So definitely.
Do you feel like you've had some pretty good experience already in your career having to do that? So it's probably sort of second nature to you, the scramble drills and staying alive and all that.
I wouldn't say it's second nature to me. I don't think I've played with a quarterback quite like Deshaun as far as like the elusiveness. I think he can keep plays alive longer than all the other quarterbacks that I played with. So it's kind of a new thing for me too.
How proud are you of that consistency of all the 1,000-yard seasons you're stacking up?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's something that I expect to do every year, barring injury or things like that. Really just trying to, reach that next level, like, 1,500-yard seasons like that. Yeah.
And I know you see it every day in practice with Deshaun, and you have since going back to the offseason. But in addition to that, have you also gone back and maybe watched some of his film to anticipate what could possibly be coming, from his Houston days?
Yeah, that's another thing we do often in the meetings. We're always going back and watching his film when he was at Houston, so that we can get a better grasp of, how we should move when, again, in the scramble drill situations and stuff like that. Yeah.
Past regular season game at First Energy Stadium, how has it been like playing for you in that stadium this year in your time with the Browns?
It's been cool. It's felt like a home game experience. All the fans being there. It's very comfortable, and then I feel like if you're comfortable when you're playing in the game, you'll do well. So I feel like it's been that type of experience for me this year.
When you say going to that next level, I mean, it sort of implies that you think there's more, that we haven't seen the best of you yet. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think it's definitely fair. Just gotta, keep grinding, keep working hard, and I think the opportunity will meet the preparation. Sure.